Okay, Shelf, could you show us what you brought for show and tell? Sure, so for show and tell, I brought... Very cool, Shelf. Also, would quickly like to say, guys, 2 days ago, I was at 2K subs, and now I'm at 3K. Thanks for subscribing and watching my LEGO videos. I'm not going to spend 5 minutes saying, thank you. Also, you might be wondering, what about how to use and counter regular gold experience? Don't worry, that's coming out tomorrow. But you can go on my Discord server for the next how to use and counter after gold experience. Okay, let's start the video now. Hey, this is a series where you'll learn everything you need to know about the Roblox game ABizarreDay, from origin history to combos and matchups. We have everything here on this mini-series. Welcome to HTUC, otherwise known as How to Use and Counter. I hosted a poll with about 120 votes on my Discord server, and this stand barely won the poll. This time, we'll be going over Gold Experience Requiem, also known as GER. Shelf, that's not how you pronounce shh. I would really appreciate any sort of constructive criticism or improvements I can make in these types of videos in the future. This is a beginner's guide or a refresh guide to pros for how to use and counter GER. You will not become a pro instantly after watching this. It takes practice. All info came from the ABD Wiki for combo inspiration, participating in 1v1s, spectating 1v1s, the ABD Discord, and the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Fandom Wiki. Also, please keep in mind, I am a samurai main. Gold Experience Requiem is the evolved stand of Gold Experience, a stand used by Giorno Giovanna. Its first manga debut is in chapter 586 and episode 37 of Golden Wind, or the 150th episode of the anime. Gold Experience Requiem is a stand that has much more power and speed compared to its previous form. It can even levitate its stand user, Giorno Giovanna. One of its strongest ability is being able to revert actions or willpower back to zero, meaning they are completely removed and are prevented from happening in reality. Gold Experience Requiem's life-giving abilities are also much more dangerous, which can be seen when it shoots a stone at high speed towards Diavolo and transforms into a scorpion. Many people believe this is the second strongest stand in the franchise, just behind the World Over Heaven. To get this stand, you must get Gold Experience or Cracked Gold Experience from an arrow and press B to go into Requiem mode for a temporary amount of time. There's a 2-minute cooldown after it ends before you can use it again after the evolved form runs out. You can only transform if you have stabbed yourself with a Requiem arrow and it says Requiem obtained true in the bottom right. You can get Cracked Gold Experience from an arrow with a 1% chance or regular Gold Experience with a 7% chance. Requiem arrows spawn every 25 minutes with a 25% chance of spawning. You can also get a Requiem arrow from a trowel with a 0.75% chance of getting one. Now I'll cover some strengths and weaknesses about this stand. Some strengths would include huge base damage output, one of the best in the game. Can heal a lot and quickly with relatively short cooldowns. Return to zero. Literally just return to zero. Decent projectiles that are hard to aim and slow, but they do a lot of damage. Spammable stand jumps for easy movement. And a ridiculously good block. Now some weaknesses would include barrage and most physical moves are useless against stands with good defense when they block, even during return to zero. Projectiles sometimes go the opposite way with shift lock on. Relatively low HP, but the very good block makes up for it. If I'm being honest, this stand doesn't really use any combos. Most people just play by using random moves whenever they feel like it will work. But if you really want to use some combos, then I'll go over one easy combo, one medium combo, and one hard combo that you can use in your 1v1s. You all saw this one coming, the infamous combo that everyone knows of. This is a good combo because F makes the opponent sleep and can basically kill any stand if they are not blocking. Blocking against this stand is crucial in a 1v1 to win. A combo that deals good damage, however, the barrage at the end may be difficult to land. This combo is just good for getting chip damage and can be a finisher combo if the barrage at the end lands. R slows down the opponent to make landing T slightly easier. This combo deals incredible damage. You don't even have to do the whole combo to kill your opponent if they are not blocking. Using F in the middle of the combo allows for the combo to easily connect much better. E and R slows down the opponent, allowing H to easily land. However, you must do this combo quickly or it will not connect and can be stand jumped or rolled away from. Now I'll go over one of my 1v1s and analyze it. In this particular 1v1, my opponent is a Cars user. Now I do what every other gold experience Requiem user does and charge in with F. The Cars user does a stand jump or whatever it's called to dodge the barrage I was trying to follow up with. However, the Cars user is still caught by the F and is stuck in mid-air, so I simply shoot a projectile and it hits him. This stand is very, very powerful. However, there are a few ways to counter it. Here are just a few basic tips for countering gold experience Requiem. If your stand has good durability, blocking during GER F will allow you to barely take any damage from a barrage. If your stand doesn't have good durability, you can jump at the right time to reduce damage from a barrage, or you can stand jump to dodge too, which normally you would think, why don't they shoot a projectile? I don't know either. Watch out for its projectiles. They are slow but deadly. The stand can do basically nothing against ragdoll combos if their F is on cooldown, so use them if you can. Pay attention to animations and voice lines like the ones played during GER F to react quickly and do well. Now I will go over a bad habit that many new users to Gold Experience Requiem do when they first start so that you don't make the same mistakes. After new users press F, they always follow up with Barrage without even thinking about how their opponents are reacting. Did they stand jump to get stunned in midair, block, or something else? I always see them barrage when the opponent is way above them or blocking. Like, just fire a projectile and stop barraging if they're above you because your barrage won't hit? I will now go over certain matchups in 1v1s and how they usually play out. I will also go over basic tips to have better chances of winning these matchups. This stand is quite good against Gold Experience Requiem because of its good projectile, healing, and base damage. Doing F plus E will also not do much damage if they know to block, which, for some reason, none of them block. Basically, play smart and do your best. You have a pretty good chance to win. This stand has ridiculously low defense, to the point that even if it blocks, it will almost die from an F plus E. However, many good Shadow the World users will jump and dash to avoid getting barraged. If this happens, you can just shoot a projectile to get some extra chip damage. The stand is very dangerous with the amount of ragdoll combos. This matchup can go either way depending on the skill of the Shadow the World player. Do your best and try to catch the Shadow early with projectiles at the start of the match, and try to time your moves like R at the correct time to make it successfully hit. You both have high damage output, but Shadow has much less health and defense, but it also has more combos and more movement options. In my opinion, depending on the skill of the Shadow user, this can be one of the most even matchups for Gold Experience Requiem, right beside stands like Over Heavens. The spec is also quite dangerous. Cars F deals an incredible amount of damage, but can be healed with a self-heal. If it turns into a barrage fight, you will most likely win because your barrage slows them and has more range. Watch out for when they turn on Determination or Q, since their damage and speed is increased. Gold Experience Requiem is pretty much combo food if F is on cooldown. Play smart and do your best. You both have high damage outputs, but you have much more range. There are two types of Cars player usually. One that will play passive and keep distance as far as possible and attack when it seems safe, and the other one are the ones that will rush in with barrage immediately. If they play passive, rushing in with stand jumps to turn it into a close range battle is not a terrible idea since you have a slight edge with your range and slowing down. Note, many of these matchups heavily depend on whether the gold experience Requiem user is very experienced and skilled or not. They can also be false if the opponent knows what they are doing. Make sure to adapt to how your opponent plays and choose your best options from there, such as how did they move, did they dash or roll frequently, what about counters and stand jumps. As I said before, this is a beginner's guide for how to use and counter gold experience Requiem. To find out more, you should do research yourself and do 1v1s. The ABD community is usually nice enough to do 1v1s and help you in their Discord server about stand strategies. Be sure to give me suggestions in the comments or on my Discord server, more importantly, for the next how to use encounter. Have a nice day and goodbye.